So hi everybody. So I decided once I have my open myomectomy surgery, I was going to share my experience. 7 days to 8 post my surgery, and the recovery is okay. I'm doing fine. Not 100% fine, but I'm doing fine. I can now stand, I can now walk, I can go to the toilet, like everything now is normal. So a myomectomy surgery is a fibroid surgery. There's an open myomectomy, which is an open one where they go through the blade and they remove it. Yeah. Then there's one also where they I don't know what it's called. I don't really know what it's called, where they just put machines and remove it. They don't cut anything. They just put in the machines from 3 points. I think one on the belly button, the camera, then the 3 points on your belly where the machines will enter. Yeah, so in 2015, I started to experience my period did not come normal, Yeah. And the surprising thing is it only happened once. That was 2015, and I've never experienced that again. So the blood flow was not normal. It was pinkish. So I was worried. I'm like, why is my blood coming out this pink? And I decided to say, okay, I'm going to see a doctor. So my friend said, because I was in college then, and there was a hospital that was just near college. So I think one of the people just told me, just go to that hospital. It's nice. I've been there. So I went there, saw the doctor. When I saw the doctor asked me to say, have you ever done a scan? And I said, no, I've never done a scan before, because by then, only thought scan was for pregnant people, and know that, I guess. So he sent me to go and do a scan, and he said when the results are out, come. So the scan was done just there. There's at the hospital called STA near the college where I was. So I went and did. So the person that did the scan told me to say, I can see something. I can see growth. I can see a cyst. He said I can see a cyst and all that. So I went back with the results to the doctor. The doctor explained to me. He asked me questions. He was like, do they give you problem? Do your periods come normal? And all that. So I said, actually, my periods are just normal, but it's just these ones. That's why I was shocked. And I don't have pains. I don't have any side effects. I'm just okay. So the doctor told me to say, if you are fine, you don't have any pains, we advise mostly to say, go back home and go have children. Because you don't have children, go and have children. Then once you have children, you decide whether to remove it, because most of the times when we remove these things, we may remove together with the uterus, the womb. So he told me to say you should come after 6 months to just check if they're growing or if they're just okay. So I went back home, forgot about it. After 6 months, I remember to say, okay, I was told by the doctor to go back again and I have to check. So I decided to go and check. And the person that was doing, apparently, I found the same person that carried out the first test, and he said, these are just the same. The results are just the same, because I was told to keep the results I got at first, then come back with them. So he said the results are just the same, the size is just the same. But he started to explain to me, he said, you know what, there are people that have cysts with them. So after childbirth, some melt, and some melt after taking some medication, something like that. So he said, okay, I also work at this hospital, so you can come, we try and check using the machine from this hospital. And I went to the same hospital and we checked and we found that, okay, they're just the same size. So he told me to say there's a shop in town where they sell herbal products. But these herbal products, it's a game of chance, We cannot say, oh, they will help you or they will not. It's a game of chance. To others, they work, to each their own. So I went back home and just forgot about it. I went on with my life. Like after this 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 2023. after bathing, I was just on the mirror applying my lotion, and I saw my belly button had grown big. So I'm like, why is my belly button looking like this? I did not think much of it, like, because most of the times when I go to the gym and I'm doing all these weight lifting and all these exercises, I would tell the gym instructor, I'll be like, don't give me too much exercises to do with the stomach because I've got a growth in my stomach. Yeah, like all the time I would say that. So this time, when I saw my belly button big, I just brushed it off. I'm like, maybe I've eaten too much or something like that. After some time, after some days again, I saw the same. So this day, I go to church, I knock off, I come back, make my meals. Just after I'm eating, immediately I went to bed. And around 3, I just woke up. I was sick. I was vomiting. And I said, I've got malaria. That was the first thing. People, like, I rarely get sick. So my thought was, I have malaria. So what did I do? I told my friend. My friend said, okay, I'll come by. And in the afternoon, I was okay. I'm like, no, now I'm fine and all that. I forgot about it. Just weeks after that, I think I was at the gym lifting weights and all that. And I think I was laying down and with the gym instructor. Don't know, I was doing leg raising, leg whatever you call them. And the gym instructor, and all of a sudden, I just felt like something come out from my belly. So I'm like, on the belly button, I'm like, So when I touched my belly button, I could feel something very big like this and hard. And I was so scared. I was so scared. I stood up and I showed the instructor. I'm like, look at this. So he also got scared and said, I have never seen this before. So now, because you're always telling me about a growth and all that, I advise you go and see a medical doctor. So my friend had told me you should come to such and such an hospital. There's a doctor there. I'll talk to him. That's how I went to the hospital. The doctor examined me and said, you have hernia. And that was the first time I ever heard of hernia. Umbilical cord hernia. It was an umbilical cord hernia. Others have it in the thighs. I don't know what it's called. It's a thigh hernia or whatever. So I started to cry. Then I asked him if there's medication. He told me, no, there's no medication. The only medication is you have to go under the knife. So I said, wow. A knife again? Knife. So I went back home. I told my mom. My mom said, okay. My parents said, okay. There's nothing that we can do. So the other thing we can do right now is you have to go to another hospital. You check. We find if there's any solution. So I went to Manasoko. Manasoko told me the same, and they said, we need to book you for an operation. So let's carry out this, and that. And I did that, and I went through the operation. It was successful. It was just a small operation, and it was successful. And that was my first operation. So when I went back to the ward, the doctor came. They were doing their rounds, and he told me, say, why didn't you tell me? Say you have another problem. So I said, the reason why I didn't say I have fibroids was because everywhere I went, they told me, say, if they're not giving you a problem, forget about them. Mind you, I had gone there to the same hospital prior to the operation and all that. And I did a scan from there. And the junior doctor told me to say, I'll put you on medication. And then now the guy came and said, you can't put her on medication. She's never had a child before. If you put her on medication, the medication can shrink her womb. So the best thing the only thing we can do right now is ask her if they give her problems. So I said, no, they don't give me a problem. I can stay with these things the whole year. They've never given me a problem. I don't have a problem. My period comes normal and everything is normal to me. So he said, wow, that's nice. So just go back. I would advise after 5 years you have children. I had to go back and forget about them. Then after some time, because I sleep on my belly, I stopped sleeping on my belly because I was feeling some pressure. I started to sleep on one side. This thing had grown big. And I kept on telling my parents, I'm like, you know what? I need to go to the hospital back again because this thing has grown big. I can now feel it. And for real, I could feel it under there. I could feel it was big. So guys, I'm going to have to do a part 2 after this video because I'm seeing I'm running out of time. So I'm